Hey guys, so today I'm going to do my foundation routine. I have been obsessed with watching foundation routines recently, and I have recently gotten some brushes that have made any liquid or cream foundation or even powder foundation amazing. So I'm going to go through the steps to get a flawless face, and then I'll show you afterwards my completed face. So let's just get into it. Now, Petrie Mollis One sent me a foundation that I'm going to use with this tutorial. This is a medium coverage foundation, and it's an ivory. And I have tons of foundations, and I've used these brushes with pretty much almost all of them by now, and it is using the 280 by Sigma. Now what I do is take the tap off, and I've already primed and moisturized my lips. The primer that I used is Studio Secrets, but I was emptying my container of Primed and Poreless by Too Faced, and I just added some of that just to get rid of it. So I have some foundation on my hands. I'm going to just dab it in there, and I'm going to just start applying it to my face. And this foundation takes minutes to put on, like less than. And it gets rid of all the redness. It's amazing. So you just put that all over your face. And you can use this like a regular foundation brush, like a 190. You just buff it in. Now this is a combination oily skin foundation, but I can still use it because I moisturized really heavily, and I also used a primer. So if you use, say, this kind of foundation, I would invest in a good moisturizer and a primer if you have dry skin. Need a little bit more. And it feels like nothing on your skin. And you just blend it down into your neck. And I make sure to get my eyelids and where I've plucked too much, because I pluck pretty far in. Alright, now time for concealer. Now the concealer that I use two different concealers. I use one underneath my eyes, and then I use one on my face. This one, which is the Hard Candy Glamouflage, I use on like pimples and zits and all that kind of stuff. I use this one, but this can also be used for under eye. You just need the smallest amount though. But since I have kind of dark circles, I find it's best to use number 2 medium by Erase Paste, because this is the most salmon concealer. And what I do is take a synthetic brush like this. This is by Eco Tools, and it's basically the same as like a fluffy brush like this. This is the E40 by Sigma, except this is synthetic hairs, so it will help be able to clean the brush later. And you only need a little bit of amount. And what I do is I put some right here, right here, right here, on my lid, right here, right here, right here, and on my head, or on my lid. And then you just start blending it in circular motions all over your dark circles. You could use this with your hands. I usually go over it with my hands. And with this concealer, you have to set it, since it's such a creamy concealer. Now, on this eye, just so I can show you that you can do it, I am going to, let me turn down the light a little. Okay, I'm going to use my fingers, and you just pat it in. Bye-bye under eyes. See? Okay, so the next portion is something that I do. Not everyone has to do it, but I do. I take Fix Plus, and since this is really a foundation for oily skin, I just spritz myself so it sets into my skin more. I actually think this is a liquid to powder foundation, and with powder foundations you need to set it with this kind of spray. Now if you have something like Scandinavia or something like that, you could use that too. But the next thing I'm going to do after that dries, I am going to start highlighting, blushing, all that kind of stuff. Now, my new favorite blush of all time is the Sally Girl blush, and it's this color, and it's like a dusty rose. I don't know if you can see it, but it's very natural. And what I use for it is a stippling brush. And this is the I'm sorry, every time I do that on my video, I always get like a frog stuck in my throat. Okay, so I just put it in like that and start dabbing it on my cheeks, or on my cheekbones. Alright, now I totally skipped a step, and I'm going to conceal any parts with my concealer, and you only need like the dot of amount. So I'm going to put it right there, right there, right there, and right there. Okay, and then what I do is I take the same concealer brush I used before, the fluffy one, and I just blend it in. And it'll blend in effortlessly into your foundation, if you're as pale as me. I also put some around my nose. And since I forgot, I'm going to set my under eye with my HD powder. This is from e.l.f. I've tried a bunch of them. I've tried the Makeup Forever one. I've tried a bunch of them. This one I feel is just the most cheapest, and it works. So I take a fluffy brush like this. Ooh, I forgot to blend that in. So I'm just taking my finger to it. Okay, so then you just seal your under concealer like this. Get a little bit more, tap off the excess. And since I already have a dry face, I don't put this all over, I just put it underneath my under eye. So it looks like that. And then I am going to take my contour powder, and I am using Laguna from NARS, like this, and I'm going to contour with it. I'm going to use an angled brush like this. This is a F84 by Sigma, and I'm loading that up. And I'm buffing that into my cheekbones. A little bit down the sides of my nose. Underneath my neck. And for highlight, I'm going to use my MAC MSF, and I'm just going to use it on the same brush. And I'm just putting that kind of in a C motion right here. Like that, and that is my completed foundation routine. I hope that you guys found that helpful. I will show you quick back what it looks like when I'm done, and I'll talk to all of you soon. Bye! Hey guys, so this is my finished foundation and everything. So I thought I'd show you what it takes to get my face looking flawless, even though it isn't. I'll zoom in. And on my eyes, I'm wearing Bare Minerals. There wasn't a dark enough color for my crease, so I just used my Camera Ready Cosmetics color, but I really like it. So I hope you guys too. And thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you. The brushes that I used in this to do my foundation are really simple, so I totally suggest getting some if you don't already have some. Alright, I will talk to all of you soon. Thanks for watching.